So Dragon Collective, you, my love, have the Three of Hearts at the bottom of the deck here, which is a lot of swords. But you know what's funny about that card is, yes, it does mean heartbreak, but it also means strength. It also means that you are moving with a lot of strength here, and you've heard a lot of things, and you're moving forward in this. You're recognizing where someone is refusing responsibility. Okay, yeah. However, all right, so there's an unevenness here. There's not an equally reciprocated energy exchange here. Someone is refusing to take responsibility for, I'm good saying something to do with an emotional state inside of it, because we did have the Three of Cups there, and that is your emotions. However, this is ending. Somebody's ending this type of energy here because it's very depleting of the one who's giving more than the other one should. All right, so that part's beautiful. There is about to be a completion of this energy, and you're recognizing where this was causing a lot of anxiety inside of your soul here. So this is, you're in a transition state now, not just any transition state, but with the angels here, because there was a lot of non-truths being implied. There was a lot of non-truths being implied. However, you're balancing something out inside of yourself here because there was an imbalance here. So now that we are balancing this out, this has to do with your emotional space. Not just your emotional space, but your energetic space. There's a lot that you were connecting to your past. So you're recognizing where you are placing the continuous cycles upon yourself here. And this is allowing you to open up new doorways. Sunflowers are going to be important here. Because once you start to, like, you just had Ace 2-3, which is beautiful, so it's an elevation status here. And this is going to bring you a time of happiness here. Not just any happiness, but a collaboration is coming your way here. I feel like you don't see this coming. Ooh, but this got 10 cups with this. This is going to be very emotionally fulfilling with you. And the 9 cups to boot it back. All right, that's 19 cups, baby, which is 10, which is a completion state. With the 9 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, with the... Shut up. With the High Priestess, with the Ace of Cups here. So intuitively, you know that this energy exchange is going to add a love space to you. There's new progressions towards a contract of yours, and this is a justice call. I feel like you've been to the halls of the amenity, and you're now moving forward because you are under trial. Okay, your angels took you to the other's trial here, and in doing that, they're recognizing where you have invested a lot in your mind space here. You've invested a lot in your thought process here. And now there's a collaboration coming in because you have invested so much inside of your mind space here. There's a collaboration coming in with the King of Wands here. This took a long period of time, but now there's fast forward movement here. Somebody was feeling conflicted or recognizing where there's competition in something. I'm going to say recognizing where there's competition in something. And Fate is saying, Theta's saying they're stepping in. Ooh, baby, yes. Listen, there was a judgment call, and Fate's stepping in for you, and now there's new progression towards this beautiful connection here. And in having this new progression, somebody is going to stand by and watch this, but they're gonna see the magic in this. They're gonna sit back and watch the magician play. They're not gonna feel defensive in this because they're gonna recognize where the magic is, and it's going to help them look at things from a different point of view. It's going to help them isolate themselves a little bit, but in isolating themselves, they're going to find a new point of view here. They're going to be a guiding light. You're in this transition state here. You're walking away from things. You're recognizing where the keys are crossing here. Yeah, you're at a crossroads here. But you're recognizing where the grid marks are. And in doing that, this is allowing you to put a stop to the continuous cycles of things. You are timeline jumping here. And you're releasing the patterns that you were holding on to of regret and looking back at things. There's those added confusion. So once you release those things, this is going to heal your heart space here, because I feel like your heart space is a little backwards here. It's a little imbalance. Let me turn this code off. So in doing this, though, listen, the universe, somebody is coming towards you, baby. Look, you got the Emperor and the Empress right here with the Page of Cups there. So there's a new progression towards this. Imagine integrating your Emperor and your Empress together and knowing that there's a new foundational point of love here. And that, my baby, is beautiful. You are the magician here. You recognize this inside of yourself. There's not going to be any more conflict because you've been in rest and recovery. You've been healing. And now what you don't see is there's 2 of Cups here. There's this unified love here. And in having this unified love, this is a justice call. You're no longer having to master making plans or mastering looking back at things, because you're going to sit abundantly in that King of Pentacles energy with the 4 of Wands. Listen, the King of Pentacles keeps showing up the 4 of Wands here. So that's for somebody here. Maybe you have an earth sign, or it's just your grounding spaces. You're recognizing where you're most abundant in your spaces here. And this is allowing you to sit very handsomely and not defend your position here, because you're recognizing very strongly where your manifestation is coming in. You had a manifestation of your past that it was collaborated with some lies here, but I feel like you've been a guiding light for someone. So you've been guiding this transition state in someone's life here. I don't even think you realize that you're doing it. I feel like intuitively you realize you're doing it, but as far as like having 3D proof or anything, you don't really, but now you will. You will, they said. Now you're getting recognized. Somebody is recognizing this, and it's about to show up as a time of celebration for you. There was a time where you were feeling a little left out of something, but that is you're about to have a recovery for this. There was some chains connected around to being stuck and stagnated. There was a lot of energies to heal from, but somebody is coming in with an apology here. But be cautious, because just behind that apology is the 3 of Cups here. So there could be a reunion, it could be a time of celebration, but it could also be third-party energies here. So maybe someone's not defending that energetic source anymore, and now they're coming to tell you how they went through that wounded warrior energy there, but they released it. And this is no longer conflicted inside of themselves, but it's going to hand you some swords here. It's going to hand you this type of energy. So while they're no longer conflicted and going through that in themselves, you're going to feel stuck for a minute, because they're going to look back at things with this little heartbreak here, and they're going to recognize where they wasn't being 100% on the up and up. Alright, I don't like where this is going. So, you know what? Keep your vibes high today, and make sure that you recognize when these energies are presenting themselves to you, that they are repeated energies here, and that you don't embellish in them. Keep your vibes high today and leave all that other shalom. No good, no good.